Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you no subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. And done. And no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah! God bless you. You know say plenty people no get for vote the time for election? Not because they no want for vote, but now because of this simple mistake where I can't tell you what so, now it go make plenty people no vote. Right now, as the Electoral Commission Salon don't pull the date for vote and for register, plenty people just the yagba and they rush go do things them as then they tell them for do. But hey, members say registration, the voter registration, they begin from the 3rd of September to the 4th of October 2022. Then a number one step where go give you guarantee say you go vote. But if you make mistake during this time, you no go for vote. And I think this way person no go able for help you pan. What in this mean? It means say no ever register na the area where you dey work, do business, or where you dey go school. You know what it make? You don't know. Sometimes the time for the election, then go say public transport not for run. This na big challenge for you. Remember, if you tap na Kalbaton and then you dey work na Lumley, how you go able for go and vote na that side? You go able for waka? The answer na no. So, no make that mistake there. As them blow the whistle when they say, hey, today na the 3rd of September for begin the voter registration. Do ya try by all possible means for register na the center where they near you house. So the day when they go say for voting, whether Mutuka deal, Mutuka not deal, not to your business. You dey go serve full na morning, vote, return back na you house. So you see, if you make this mistake, the possibility go they say you no go vote 2023. So waiting at this yagba now for say me party go continue for then na power or me party go return na power if I not able for vote. You want vote, they change the whole situation.
Hello, we good people inside this one big family house. How we only do. Family Tinde B. Salon politicians them. We are Donians politicians them. Then when they say Hosanna, now them back they crucify. Well, my people today, we get a very big issue now the house for discourse. This issue, some of you go doubt, but some of you not go doubt because we all understand, just like what you say, now that they say Hosanna, now they can turn back and crucify. The people Sylvia Blyden from the APC party, we all be no say, if we don't come out and tell we how the SLPP will manage for bring things them where they put down the former caretaker winner Ernest by Koroma. Well, today, now the same Sylvia Blyden we see, he don't join the SLPP for draw plans them, for do things them, for make Ernest by Koroma look like devil to other people here. No go no side. There with we now the program as we all come discuss the issues there inside the house. Me, Nababure Kablai from the north.
And me, Nasembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Baby, before I send something to you, we been to discuss something just now behind camera. I would like for get your opinion into that again. You know, me not a football fan, But I see something that happen na Bo with Bo Rangers. Where they say that they put stadium or mini whatever stadium, I mean facility for let them team go they able for host other team where they can play. But wait I really say now one brain they be in this thing here. Babadi Kamara of the Timber fame. Plenty people don't they talk different things with regards this one. You don't hear like me self don't hear NT.
Exactly. Well, people when they go and talk up and down, say Babadi, they put a stadium na Bo, with a very big and standard stadium. Just like what you say, plenty people in get a yun out and they look at this thing. But me personally, me by Bureka Blyden, from the north, representing we had a family house. To start with, this man we they call Babadi, if I get in your contact personally, I call him and congratulate him. The reason why me they call him and congratulate him, we don't see so many people inside we had. We don't see politicians inside we had. We don't see former caretaker and president caretaker inside we had. Waiting that we don't do in this country. How they don't see plenty couple and take and go invest in other man country. But if today Babadi, as people they allege, for say this money where they build stadium with, na pan timber a tifa. Before I end up the message, what about the Chinese them who they can't take this timber and go develop their country there? Wait till you go see for them. What about the ministers them, the caretaker, the deputy caretaker, the way they sign contracts for this timber, where they receive big money them, who started they use their own money them for? Now let me jump into the present caretaker bio. Caretaker bio don't come and take plenty money. Mad W at that time, you know, be caretaker. Now, Mad W, if you don't come and take plenty money as if be take the staff forcefully. And as so it take money, it take this money in Ghana. What you go do to what you not go do time? We don't know. We get information say it go be locals housing them, blah blah. They take their night out. We don't know how true it is. But the fact here is waiting if you go do with this money. The same caretaker bio now it can't today so for can't thief for the second time. The money they went from where it's done from they want to now where it don't thief. We don't know who say it can develop because it is afraid for develop now. A woman when it go higher back for can help for thieves alone money. Things the way you say they do na in country they not to sell they do them. So if Babadi thief timber money and then he invests them back in the country. For me, by Bue, honestly speaking, I therefore go all out, forget this Babadi number, and tell us, Sylvia, kudos to you for this way you they do. If one begin all Babadi accountable, not begin all the politicians, how many politicians them get factory? Now, Salwena water factory, say, point me one. What you can take Kabioga before you can take power?
Sabi one we get water factory.
Who's one?
Ye Dominion. Ye Dominion. Yeah.
But to be honest enough, I'm Shembe. Me, Babadi, I say kudos to her for this venture we take, as they say, it thief salon couple on that timber and then he invest back in the country. So me na a very good thief man that one day. If now so some of them say they thief no more, before we not see nothing and with the money back. Because everybody build that stadium, you don't create employment for other youths them. The one they don't thief and go to other countries, where to benefit? Nothing. So what I mean, I don't have my opinion. Kudos to everybody.
Employment at different level. The construction employment, where they don't build under employment. And interestingly, somebody, I see Adam Mambuli ask a question. But Boger Stadium, why they need another stadium? Boger Stadium. But now Bo Rangers, they get the stadium. and our Bo Rangers will be the first. Apart from FC Calon, where then get a playing field, Bo Rangers will be the first where we get stadium in the country. So it's a good thing. We see, for example, other countries them like the UK, for example, the Manchester, the Liverpool, the Chelsea. I don't know if they all do. But all them team they also get different. They all get their own stadium there. So what does that mean? It means say when they host, instead of them they go begin pay for stadium before they begin shape the gate taking, that money then they go pay for stadium, it they come to them and it help them for develop. And then team will be that kind of formidable team. Listen, plenty other people and they get money, they get team they wait and they inside the country, but they not they invest. Let we say we agree say the timber we not say about 5 billion or million according to waiting audit report say missing. Yeah, but still, even if that them missing, but still it don't tifo, but it put back in the country better. Let me brother say better. We not say 40 final, but better small. Better small at least in the make a we see them. Now this make, for example, some people they praise Ernest by Koroma. Say wait thief, he sit down in country, he enjoying money in country, he build in country. Yeah? Whereas Baba himself, he don't do the same thing, not for himself now, he do it for the community. In fact, they want to board the street. So na good thing. And like the board minister they already did it, any other person who want for do business day, he get right. But this one are Bo Rangers, then they bill and for. Then say specifically now for Bo Rangers. So I think say it better small. Hey, whether you go to Bible, let and talk to you direct. Lamin Bangura, whether you go Bible or Quran, bruh, where thief man want thief, you know they look, thou shalt not thief, or thou shalt not steal. Never. Look what in the happen now we country, thou shalt not steal. It better, bruh. Make them steal, then them invest a lot for people in the country. Then them steal, then go get, and interestingly, then other country, then glad the way that they take the money from your own country, can't go there. Because waiting they happen, a small thing happen, so they say then they seize them. A small thing happen, so they say then they seize, and another thing they pray for. Let them see say you don't get beaucoup money in the country, they idle red. Now then back they pass bien, you can't set confusion. Then they come back, they arrest you for your money because you get swear. Anyway, not to that day we come for today. Something that will happen last week. Na Kenema. They are big. We did before for so. We did before. Now what really happen na Kenema, yeah? We they come back just not for some of now we not see it. But if you don't see them, follow the discussion.
Yeah. But this you don't take matter no see how. As you can see today in the history of Kenema, for a decade, we not see helicopter nor cannon a playing field. Pass today, the 8th April 2022, we don't get helicopter cannon a playing field. Yes, this is a rare film. As they see population, everybody they can see the helicopter. Everybody they can see the helicopter, see the thousand of population. Yes. Yes, Mr. Man, how do you even now this glory we don't see what happen. What don't happen today in Kenema. I don't know how you feel.
I feel so joy. I feel so happy because Kawa they see people in the can within the community. People like saying that some don't say where people are not going to see. So it's so happy for let people as they see now people and they rush out for go out there and go see what's in there happen. So like we go focus the camera now, let people to see other people and make them see the joy of the people. All man they tell for wash.
Yeah, as you can see, everybody they run towards this helicopter. For go see the joy, for go see the happiness between they happen at Kenema, just as at the top. We go some minutes to 4 o'clock now. I feel say it is a historical movement for Kenema City today.
And you said
the history. I think this we. I think this as they see, they're not going to control people then today. Yes, Mr. Man, I see the joy and the gladness to us people.
Saying that we don't say, but people wait on there around there, not they try for me, waiting, we don't go on for long since. So as he said, they see, they try for me, so they are actually very happy and so joyful. All my they try for us towards the helicopter in particular. So who feel say in particular to the future one, something there for happening for us.
But as you see, the police they strive for still stop people, for make people not they very close to the helicopter. But still people they still force, everybody want to go see.
Well, what thing I can tell you now is, as they see in particular, they just get us stop because it is just slam and blank. So like, they get allow for some time, let injury get on the clothes so that everybody get access to that. Because until we don't say we don't have this particular vicinity.
As una can see, it's like the helicopter na transit they can't take. The helicopter can't take transit. I see the people load fuel inside the helicopter. Today is a history about Kenema. See the thousands of population. You see, everybody wants to see. As you see, so everybody they holla, they see the police passioneer. They all limit. Everybody wants to see. Everybody want to charge the helicopter, but it's not for possible.
I can come back. I'm so happy to the officials. But what's in the chat for me? The safety of the people. When I tell them that they just land, and you don't tell people that they try for this particular issue. So don't think that they. I'm very happy to go by what's in the officials and the chat for me. And so not injury in particular. I'm so happy about that.
Yes, we get one police personnel here. The police they did, as you see, the dipper pump the thing inside the engine. But I feel saying that the transit to the police, the helicopter can't take, really. They can't take transit. The municipality of Kenema.
Aeroplane. 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 We country, you know, is your ivory helicopter. Not to rest it out, not to not take it. But guess what? My brother, I be tell you just now. This year, you believe say politician and gamer use them as way for campaign?
Oh yes, they can do anything. They can do anything.
Then do them because I hear some people don't begin to say, hey, na matter bill. So then get mind. This elect now almost then get mind go rent and once they don't know say people them. Eh? We politicians they know allow go before. Once they don't know say people them get interest. Then get mind go rent a camp park they use on a campaign. Then get mind though. And beaucoup go vote for them back home. Beaucoup. You know, this now for just show you no more how we they be enforced in terms of anything. Before then time there, you been get like the Kenema airfield, you get a Boy airfield, you get the Hastings, the other side them, where you get them small passenger and plane them, where they go there, where they land there. But as we dey talk, so none of the above not they happen again. None. So when we dey tell you say the country they on high reverse gear, not feel saying a joke with the joke. The other time ask me brother if reverse gear they. But if they try for laugh me.
But me, when I see this video, I shame Musa Sidom. And if we only get politicians the way they think better, let's have see this video. Now a big blow to them. And finally, according to waiting and talk now the video interview with them do. The helicopter just calmed down for make the engine cool and fuel forward, then joining side and they go. So definitely, you get for being a foreigners them did it. Can land now we can't keep Mama Salon. You see bloggers and they can't make coverage, they interview people them. Police, they all about. People, they rush for go church the helicopter. Then the video later, they go there and go see them for go laugh with. But me family salon with bien force. Eh God, eh Allah. And this is shameful. It embarrassing bad. Ordinary helicopter land at Kenema. People they rush because we politicians them for make all them tears alone and get access to her. Now the same thing when they talk about Babadi. Where some man they say Babadi for go do this, for go do that. But to be honest enough, anybody where they get in money, he gets your own plan, you want to use the money, wait, you want to invest in. So for everybody get money as people they are let's say thief and timber and investor for make a stadium. Trust me, I stand on my point. Now here we be the Eritrea, they say the Alpha Candidate, the Baba money already on if you get flight. You ever see that flight today? Maybe you ever see that flight today?
It is by the light.
But where can take a tip the money, he go buy, he say now for leaders them, now for presidents them, now for the country. When last you see that boat today?
Hey, now that in picking we get that gold teeth. Now you can use them.
So me, I still reverse back to Babadi. Now Kudusua. Look the disgrace and shame of the way they happen. Because we politicians then they deprive we on the facilities they will forget. Now, in my question, people can say, Salo, get money man them. To be honest with you, me nobody not in a salon, we are proud of seeing a money man. Because not the day they shout saying a money man, you don't get no investment in the country. You don't get not 30 in the country, they say, nah, so this man a money man, a salon man. What do you call him money man? What's not the definition of you being money man to your understanding? Somebody get money. Nothing, not a change. No factory, no nothing. Now, yeah, Africa mineral, the same Alpha can go sign Armenia, sell the country. Alpha mineral, is what they say. The Africa mineral, they dig the dirty. How do they dig and that's when they go to? Why we know they think we Sierra Leoneans? Look, shameful thing. People that they pass, Kandon, na Kenema, for make the engine of the helicopter call and get fear. See the crowd. This is very, very embarrassing or lie to we Sierra Leoneans. But just like what me brother talk show, they don't see people that don't run go crowded. Tomorrow, mother don't get mind for go rent helicopter, can't bring them, can't camouflage people them. Say I buy them for now. Now vote for me. Where are we? This is going to run Kenema back or boy back. Senseless politicians. Me brother we move.
Well, if you the shame law being another shameful, disgraceful, and I don't know how you call them, risky something, because this one get for do with the life of a young generation. Most often I don't see this video, but in case you not see it, let me go quick one cottage, just highlight group and the intensive care unit, who's like picking and they under oxygen. Yeah, where before say where let's say EDSA power supply go off. The immediate thing for happen now for let the standby generator automatically come on. But it takes some time before ever light come. Where it's very risky for the life of a young one them. Let's just watch this video when they come back just now.
Hospital get blackout. I never seen it here. Go give Southside use oxygen blackout. Blackout. Cottage hospital. Outside they kill them, they give them oxygen. Machine all day. Lights just all the Komora just in oil now. All the Komora and what you see. Very, very sad. I tell you.
No, he said, not to go out with the book or a big. If I let you have do so, I bet for the next time. Then about the book here. Now the book here, let us away. Yeah, you're possible for the light. Now the building all light. Why you have to have for light? I bet the light. I'm not going to book here. What the book here, what's on the book here? Yes, it's a golden boy. Lights for day.
So what you make we do? What you make we do? You don't call all side for what you make we do? And that's all that's making clear. So if you say you don't look here,
hey, you don't go.
All man go.
But if you go.
So, family, on I don't see another shameness. And they talk about shame where people go full up a helicopter. Now cottage hospital, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now cottage, this they happen. So the same cottage where caretaker BO been come and they make false life, fake life, power conscious life. But they go all the money say you want to put things in place, and they go try for see how people and they go work to time. But if I talk back, just say we get a full caretaker, then they come back and cost me. We get caretaker, we don't even know what if I do as a caretaker, when they come back and cost me. Now, yeah, we interview Koroma SLPP, right? If I'm not mistaken. Where this other guy, Samuel, right? Samuel, thank you. They choke and questions them shamelessly. Then they answer back. Now the comment together, they can support them. We are waiting. This guy be the talking at the program. How he praised light condition at the country right now. How the condition of light now 90% according to her. Water business. If anybody want for say caretaker, you know work it na life in the life. What a shameless people. What a shameless government. What a shameless caretaker. A whole hospital, the side where they put picking them, according to the information we get, the picking them, most of them, they're under oxygen. Now they lights go so. SLPP new direction. SLPP misdirection. SLPP shameless direction. Waiting on a really deeper. But that cost me one, I don't care. The young man, they talk because it's stressful a picking in life. But one thing where I always say, just like when they're the big one, the Dominion, go take fake PhD and they can't get position. Whole big office them. Because they're not they suffer for them paper they are, they see how they handle their office there. If some of them caretaker, they are somebody like caretaker, you now need for investigator. As before the big caretaker, I talk, if you go here, it takes so many years for go to doctorate, it takes so many years. Now this, it don't leak and it comes under their foot. Maybe himself now a victim make, even know I for Ruri as a caretaker. Waiting at the try for say, do ya no hard feelings? We all get fambulem. We related into this nursing. But sincerely speaking, we salon nurse them, they really get for go proper training. And before ever, the one they wait, before they say the one they wait before they take somebody for go do nursing course, they need for verify a document. So I tell you, one back when they take step na fake document to get. But we don't work at other African country, they don't work at other country them, when I European country them. We they see how the hospital and they function. We they see how the nurse and they handle patients them, visitors them, now the hospital. You as a nurse, somebody picking on the oxygen, lights go, the person they talk out of stress. All you can do, the old man gonna do. Hey, but what did they go on at this country? What did they happen? From Blyden, the problem of Salona, we, now me and you. The problem of Salon, now we Sierra Leoneans say. Una where they na the nursing field, where they na other country them. How una call this kind of behavior? It's unethical to me inside. You as a nurse, if really you not a trained and qualified nurse, when no waiting nurse supposed to do, when no waiting cover you as nurse, somebody. Maybe if na me by way supposed to do na, me begin with the oxygen, lights go to the hospital, they talk. You did not come. If you not take it out of stress, I will need slap by you. Let all man gonna do. You know they think of the life. You know they think of that man is stress. You know they think on the negligence where the so-called government and the leader, because like place like a cottage, caretaker know the constraints. Because don't work out, put it don't go there. But the go where he go there for, he not go there for go see the problem and amend that. He go there for go see the problem and provoke with Sierra Leoneans back where people then they admit another hospital. And you get a big fool nurse. I'm your opinion. A fool. The old man gonna do. The old man gonna do. As I tell you, don't work out. Now some country them, both Africa and Europe. When you enter another hospital, safe and bullet, even the toilet of the hospital, excuse me for the language, you're able to hold food and eat inside it. You know they even know say that toilet today. Enter now in hospitals them. If they enter the gate, the medicine is suffocation. Don't want to put you down. It's just the sacrifice you enter because you pass in the day. All that things are there for put in place. But we get politicians them where they take the country money and go develop other parts in the country. Fatima Biona, any can be estates them, so sorry. Estates them now in country. Filling stations them, supermarkets them. But it depends destroys alone. Like I depend destroy so today. Wait, pass back. Then they are first lady, the mommy they woke. What a shame. Salon until we the Sierra Leoneans them stand up and wise up before ever we will get a better Sierra Leone. But if not, we will they talk, we continue for talk, but when it will happen? We mentality in too low. Somebody they come out from nowhere. If they can't use we and dump we still they laugh. As long as they pinch for we small, we comfortable with poverty. Honestly, Salom comfortable with poverty. Somebody come on and country, they can't salon, they can't use we. In the go the Bokwan and pinch for we the protect that person in the back. As Salona see Libanese slap Saloman. When the Saloman return and back to the Libanese, now Saloman go beat the copy Saloman back. This country will call Salon. God put more power and help we. Hey brother, arrest me please.
You know, plenty things them day we any serious government need for try for address. If not to that one, they you know, one thing we I can always say we politicians them. Please, I know they talk no more about the power. We politicians them, I go continue for the talk this. They always want for do something where at the end of the day we they feel like for saying a favor than they do for we. Or they always want for let we feel say now only way we beg them. Say hey, we want this now, then do them. Then they come back, they make boast per we. But for God's sake, when I didn't know other country them. They're not they go pass wire for electrify a particular area. They make launching for her. They're not they go give the main hospital light. Then go make big program for them. But inside the country, 100%. Because then don't make we feel like for say na favor and we say we don't accept them because we don't know what we don't know we left from we right. Now this same kind thing happened the other time, the same cottage, and then we see corners as well, where we see even doctor self die. Now this same oxygen way they under because of light go. At the end of the day, who are they all responsible for that day? Nobody. If not any side, who say the rule of law, they take real action. Most of them think there, bro. You don't need for talk safe. You don't need for grumble. You just need for sue the government. Or sue the institution who is responsible for that. But we don't know we right. We don't know anything where they happen. Where you the few people away want for stand up for talk, where you stand up and a problem. And the one self will video this thing first if they be no enforcing. By now they don't call an RCID for go ask and question. Like now they give the light. Because now the simple thing and they very easy. Now the only IM how they call and the service where they give to any salon posse right now. Any small thing they don't call you for go ask you question. But they want them where they in a position of trust, who for the ask question, where CID for the question. They know they do and not craze. How that bonding? They not get that mindy. But you will want for stand up say you right. You need for demand for explanation. But are you not target too? If you not take time back, you people and they forget about you. Because they make you target better one. Now for go keep you all man forget about you. Now like watch no more now why it's like for make Kamarimba Masai. Where then target and by now plenty people don't forget. Now few people nobody still remember them. So this is not the situation where we face every other day. Except if my brother get something for talk. Malabi was saying I the first caretaker we get degree under Diamond.
So we need to investigate.
Malabi say they do doctorate degree. For getting in degree on as a doctor for be doctor. But you know in the anyway I'm not gonna blame on somebody work boku. Anyway, let me just watch this thing quick one and see how it's like. Plenty time in the way we dey sit here, you dey come and can cause we. Plenty time in the way we can do, where we dey put things in there, other people and they say hey, the best solution, let we fet. Sometimes we go get sense. But not for you, the self you fet or for your family, you fet for the politician. Where they use and abuse we at the end of the day. Well, as the election they come, most of una go don't see this. But in case you not see it, please, Lord just watch a short video quick and listen to her. Please listen to her, fine.
Mr. Timothy, so I don't go take them picking every Saturday morning. Now then this na Bernadette Mary, and then beside them this year. So this na Matilda Shave, and this na Musu Lovetta. So now then beside them this so, and this also na Muji Edwina. So now then this. So now for try tell woman no, maybe send the 5%. I want to go left them to minister now. Now, dear. Don't forget me, you near you. Want to put all this together now, the documents them. So I don't get the visa there now, yeah?
You don't hear again for USSF. Musu Loveta, Muje, Augusta Aliu. So they name them. I hate for talk about this, but you just see no more now. It very synonymous to the government of the day. But when it camp and camp, now them people I see they all on stand by them picking them visa them. Now go then they go left them so then they go keep them. But when they say shoo like bingo, now you day before. You all think they go and fend you company for go damage them. When they say shoo, fever dog, you don't want to go. See I hope so now will get sense by now. Then people they all and they go keep them. But when we not fish brain now get. We not they think fine. Fish themselves get sense. They no say start intending if then go say water na shallow water big fish they left. In the go dey. But we every day we dey sleep, we dey grow up and big full. How the country they reverse now, so we say they go big and big full. We just the tower for the one the way they make with the country they go behind. And then people and so. Then the tech we say we not get blessing, we not sabi nothing. We sit down no more, palaki. When they say vote, now they vote. When they can then the people and then pump champagne. At the end of the day, then can we go na pademba. But when the enjoyment come, now few people and enjoy. And you not ask for no self. You hear the name there? Yeah, Bible is sabi the name there already.
Yes, sir.
Muje, Augusta Aliu.
You know, this not just continuous example to people like the Abravo them, the Rati them, the Big Arata them. No, you name them. Palm Tree Boys them, then Chukman them, then Killman them, then Scatter Election Boxman them. You know, I always say this, the politicians them, they know exactly what they do. But now the senseless supporters, they don't know what they do. Just like we one supporter become cause we are able to zoom in photo in Jordan, right? Like we then lock dog for 1 month, they not get food. How in face day na so in your face day. I always they tell them now I say most of them they can make noise for them people are costly for them people there. Fail for think the right way for them people there. When the enjoyment they come, you know they even reach them. When they return at the house them, so man they yawn past dog. Because that dog says, you waka tell the owner, the member will come, he begin making tell the owner, the member forget something. But most of them guys where they cost on social media, then they suffer past the word suffer. You already name them? Just like what Timmy brother say. Then why you all get escape routes for them and them picking them. If that why according to information, they give LAC, pull on a prison, give them passports. He jump in the country. What do you expect for them picking them? And before 2023, take this from me. Before 2023, there were 99.9% of them, none of them picking them again in this country. You see the way how the people handle government, how they run their own way. From when they take governance, we are sure they do. This not just for make it continue for no say, waiting they happen and waiting they talk now in they happen. Now we don't play video back. Whether they start people like Kabo, Kamara, Bangura, you name them. Yeah? Whether they employ any office where they say today, so person don't employ na if not to Bakewa, na John, if not to John, na Amara, if not to Amara, na Jusu. But still, people, their brain, they sleep. But always God, they send some of we and other people for talk. So some man they able to sense, they still a capulled by politicians. And then beginning they go so France, America, Germany, Holland, Belgium, Switzerland, you name them. Italy. Some of you say one thing, I'm talking, I did go stock. No way, not there for you for pass. You fetch back for return. Or you manage, you can't Dubai. Wait, before you can on the flight, then seize first your passport because you not go the legal. Or you come now any other country where you not even get freedom. And some of them, when they do some of them bad, there are people that don't do bad personally, they don't have mark and face them. It's high time for me to beg them people and they and begin live as one saloon people. But if some of you not take government change, with them people who don't go attack personally, we not trust this, we not the way as close, not the one way as trust this. Because some man not they let it go. As instead people say don't get a small way for revenge for you before they say, hey, stop. Water don't pass, Gary. That's just the truth. If we not talk our passports and talk lie. Even this attack, when them people they do so between themselves, APC, SLP, NGC, this and that, governments change, me brother. Before they can say, hey, before that leader they talk. So I don't pull your mouth for other person, maybe don't do something. So we need to stop them nonsense here and see the reality. You see where them picking they go? Jisu, Bakewa, Amara, John, Yeri Banguade, Yeri Kamarade. And most of them people, when them people they use me brother. They not to say that they brother then they go take people who not connect to themselves, give them money, give them push, give them rum, send them at the front to not go do bad. How many protests you don't see happen at the Kenema? You see police attack somebody? How many protests don't happen at the north, northwest, Nigeria, in Freetown? With the security that they do. All this. Why is Saloma not get sense? We're not keen for talk about tribe now. But we let hear where they go on. Check now any office right now. The highest number of people where they did. Because they do harm for even give the other innocent mende people a bad name. Because as I always say, you get mende people when are sober mende people, sober minded mende people, then they not them corner there. They're not left with it, they go also. But this particular matter bill, it just come and box up the whole system. So this will just play for you. We're still full, at least for making episode for they get some sense. Then picking them. Just like how the party pack for go, if we vote right, now so then picking them back the pack for go. So you will still they do bad in the name of Nami party, Nami boss, Nami bra, continue. Just continue. The bad way they do, they pay you. Until you get sense before you do what they do. The brother we move.
All right, continue for what this now we had, and we talk about different things then where they go on inside the country. And we just don't play you a video of we passports as we own minister them, family them don't get already visa, as then they stand by them picking them for left the country. Not to one no. Now by bundle then they go. Anyway, we just be don't play you another video of cottage outside the intensive care outside and they put them picking them we get problem with breathing and other things them that the incubator or oxygen for let them go able for survive as lights go there. So other people and they cry for them picking them. Well, this other video they can play so often again go don't see them, but in case you not see them, let me watch them from the start to the finish. To the end, outside one newborn baby, mama go ibam na latrine. You go see where they try for clean up the pikin as some good at people and go rescue him. And waiting in mama be get for say, and the one way take him waiting himself get for say. We come back just now.
Papa, what are
So, ipa dauda na mbonu.
Na in father law.
In grandpa.
Okay. Uda na man. You know get man.
You see them man, they don't no longer yet.
So, man no dey. Boy, if we don't can, if me say we don't see this, I dey take this video. See, but
five woman like you.
We don't do so. Five woman like you.
If you don't can say, hey, bo tell this woman, say, I want to go born for Bombafine, eh?
See.
Like how the pen picking so.
Anyway,
look boy picking, five boy picking. Where this man don't target
from Bauma Tanyamwe, Banemo section. Bane Chief don't Kono district. So now the information this way I don't gather this afternoon. Me we are the top. Now the Chief don't chairman. Trader senior. Okay. Now thank you. Yeah. Bye bye. Yeah, on afternoon at this. So I did a Bane Chief don't Kono district. I did Banemo section. Bauma village. We get one woman this morning. We come born picking to wear on a toilet. So the mommy the way they meet up, now the picking this they didn't have this mommy food. So now they did the information. Yes ma'am. Who are you? Yo, who I am. Okay.
Now mama ne ya bu ye pani me. Ba na mo fi ta ni ke. Me no si o tu sa o fe ngu mamu ya. O fa mfa ja me du metia. O ni decent. O mu ye mo na tia. Me no so tu sa ibu mamu. O bu mama mbe na ntami do. O bu mama Ben no see we ya our mix pan the abia man be ami be for tama compound be no e pan mo cha attention. So ngiye go pan de go na ai te kwen mo ja no na no so asu no ando adi abia na ti o se go na bu ya na adi ye na budam su ya yi kan ni ye je be me na ti jo be na sa dim si che no sa ye no bu do no ka ti me no bu do no na ba wa no ni ye no ani bo na ma fa ni sa dim si na ba wa ni mo ko ba mo fia ana di ye ana ke do abu ke je wa ana di ya se amba se ya musu gbe gbodo ti e wa ko we tabi mi ri yan ma yisi ni na mbu wa si bi yo ko fa na mbu wa si bi yo ko na ni ye bi ala wa to na ko fo te to le san ma mi be na ma gbe ku ni ko mi fa di we ma che na di ye ko fo no si o to me take care for di ya ko mi ta mbo si nji an to da ma se ya bo si nji na ma ta na cha ndo ya
so na thank you mama yes na we kana sa di gesi mama this is there
so what your mama suche now?
You talk about Creole now.
Okay, now this morning, where this woman can, he say he has the ask they get dysentery. Then nurse get for answer. He say he know the pambele. He say I know the pambele. So now he get for dia medicine with small water. Now he say we go the door and that. Ma attend this other patient. So when nurse they attend the other patient now, we call the door and then he come out he go na toilet. The time when they go to that toilet now, the nurse no nothing. So now later now as the nurse they come out, now he say I beat pan the also. They don't already for rescue already. So the nurse now the way go boot pan the also now. By the time the nurse they go the night for down. Wait for down now the nurse call all man at home. We can't take the woman force to pull her. Then later now the nurse say when I check inside that toilet, say somebody picking the cry there. Or point like they now, or see the picking. Yes. If they first at the toilet. So the nurse get for call man there, then can't tie rope and the picking the ace are up. So now that name is
okay.
Well, we don't hear waiting at the story behind this whole thing. Well, not to waiting lead to that, but how it happened for let the woman go dump in picking a latrine. Well, tin they be. We not go like me, I'm not going able for talk because I'm not hearing from the woman. But whatever the case may be, I'm not sure say anybody get right for born in Peking and go do them then kind of thing there at all. If at all you born her, you know want to go give way am. Not sell out because I crime back. Just give way no more. Say me I beg this, I not give for take care of am. Plenty people in the way they look for this. Plenty people in the way don't cry for Peking. Then now God not give them. So I think this woman for don't be wise enough for able for born the Peking and just give way, forget about the Peking. Because we don't see certain situation them. Also, some Peking people in the born their own Peking system and they hate time. It depends to the circumstance behind the belly But it no matter what happen, instead of you treat the pikin innocently, you no understand, you treat her one kind way, just give him. Now that's no mommy go get for say because I'm not able for know waiting na the real reason to this. About that.
So if I can come inside me, I not even care waiting make him go do that kind of thing there. That's not to me a problem now. Them say if we not able the heat of the kitchen, no enter it.
But me uncle enter it. Enable and boy they enter.
But left your uncle.
Yeah, because I what you think.
He not knowing in direction. Now talk serious talk now. And if you no one drunk, no drink. Meaning if you don't want chuck, no put alcohol na your mouth. For the mere fact that you accept for put na your mouth, you want for chuck. And when you chuck, now in that.
Make low understand fine.
If you no one born pikin, no go lay dumb for do mommy and daddy business.
So I make I tell you just not say I'm not go into the details because we don't even know how the belly come. Some people and they now by force then they give them and I make I tell you just not say certain people and then they born them picking they hate them because of the reason behind that. So I know one for do I know this try for say now good reason now for do it he do because anyhow it be not get right for do that day. The best thing you can do, you know one time, you know one for CD picking, give him, let somebody else take him.
So because of that, I still stand on my point. Picking na life. You don't get this belly. Now we assume say you get this belly forcefully that they rape you or that thing. You get 9 good months. You get from stage 1. The person in caution where born this picking, you see I'm waiting on, not to picking no, a big woman. If now forcefully get this spell, they get for month 1, 2, 3, 4 for take a decision. Not take another angle there. Say they rape you, you get this belly. You get a few months I will call for you for take a decision. But for the matter of fact, you as a woman, you don't sacrifice, you don't bear everything, you decide to keep this belly for good 9 months.
By the way, look at this other thing. No? You don't ever hear one phone within the pool say, this speaking in Bonham, all the preventive things that were not to prevention. The thing for poor belly, all and I count them. You don't ever
Now we grandpa them and we grandmom them. This not to now.
No. Some picking and they, where they don't say, where God don't say, then they come. You force and you go.
So now that pick you go doing that country medicine for. Now he not able go, but the white man where the right now for abort belly. My brother, as long as you're at that stage, that's not going to make come out.
Now one, then number 2, you for know the side where this person day. Now village it is so. So you not exposed to some of them things that we talk about so. Yes.
I still didn't have the point.
Yes. You got right to Rambo. I just tell you no more.
You don't keep this picking for good 9 months. Okay, don't take us and rape you. No one born, you not be get intention for born. But you don't keep this belly for that 9 months. You don't bond the speaking. You already don't join the case now. Why you not go the way? People that they adopt picking, people that they
I think so
when God not give bond, when they want picking, go do the right procedure, go hand over this picking to police. You know one time, let it get anybody we want. You get orphanage home them. Go hand over this picking, excuse me. So them places there. But you born you picking, you belay the arts according to what they're talking about the video. The nurse ask you what happened. You don't get belay, say no. You dress in the way where the nurse not even know say you get belay until you go to the toilet. You go born the speaking. You don't buy the meeting back in Butuna until when the nurse come. You fall down. Then later the nurse say when I go check that toilet, I eat picking the cry. Me them people I can call it as bituma them. According to what you mama they talk, how for push picking sister, they talk, how for push picking mona. You don't go all them pain and they don't push this picking. You get a mind for go dump on a toilet? She may pay for me now which? If me na police, this woman we can't do, it face the law. He must tell you why make you do this. You know, some of them things here until the law get for put measures in place before they stop. Not until where I be they walk along that Kissy road. That berry gone. Then thing happen. You see them put speaking a cartoon. You see them put speaking a poubelle plastic. You see why people are so wicked. Okay, better say them will go put on a street. You want to go take. But this woman at toilet. That don't say if any water will be the scientists about this before don't party. Waiting this young life concern, waiting make you get belly. The young life innocent MPA. This video are not even able to watch from the one where they pass to time. Any story send them before they delete her. That young life innocent. It just sound like a you papa. We don't go give woman belly because you don't like that woman again. Or not deal with human. You know they take care of your pikin. Ebo, waiting that pikin no, waiting concern that pikin to start with. We don't for take care of her. Take care of her. Left the mama if you don't answer, don't answer. So then two people there, that daddy when they born pikin, you don't want to take care of her because the mommy don't want her again, or because you don't want the mommy again, or because they get problem. No, when it's not you and pikin, and they left and you. Now, which people then would suppose when they born pikin, when the pikin innocent, you go try for killer. The pikin innocent, whatever may be the case, how the belly come inside, the pikin innocent in this case. Why you forgot to try for killer?
No, I agree with you, Bible. Say the pikin innocent. I agree with you 100%. And I think say na the right, na the thing that they first talk say, and not get any right for do it he do so to that pikin there. Yeah, but na life, na two sides to the coin. A pikin innocent and not get right for do that one day. But na life na two sides to the coin. So the things that we talk, it's possible for let them do them, but some people not able for do them. You know, some people not that they want for keep the pregnancy, but they not get away for doing, they not sabi. Remember say exposure now we country is still there, not to all man, the percentage, the level of people that we understand certain things then and not beaucoup. Some people they get that badass inside them, that hatred for that thing they inside them. Say 9 months. Which of course now one of them they this go too soon. But talk and go, talk and come. Before if I don't do this, if I just don't give him. At least that day self if I be fine. But like I tell you no more, Bible, that picky way God say it stay. Nothing other way you can do with them. You know more speaking and don't left inside toilet, then born the left inside toilet, they know nobody. Imagine this woman don't keep him. God knows waiting if he don't do 12 and 9 months. He even go in a hospital, they ask her not to be like yes, they say no. He go in a toilet, go left and day. But yet still, the pikin then discover him. He cause noise inside the toilet. Then can pull him back. They continue for live and they leave. So you see what thing they tell you. So pikin, you know they try him. If you try him, now you dey go, bra. Now you dey go. That's the way God don't make for live. They leave. Anyway, we move.
We fly.
All right. Something the way they go on right now inside the country. You know, but it's $80. $80 we they're not able for pay. They're not able for pay the one the way they work the $80. Them pull new prevention them through new COVID-19 travel measures them. Somebody they ask them days there. I think it was yesterday. Say waiting at the things that now we he say this, we say that, we say that. But something they were not very clear. They not tell we about that $80 inside this thing. No. Basically, law just tell you waiting and say they don't revise the travel and mask guidelines. Yeah, then do one from the 9th and it take effect from the 13th of April 2022. Then a day before yesterday, when no, what's it for yesterday? Today Thursday. Okay. Wednesday, sorry. Wednesday night take effect. Alright, so let's see waiting and say. then say na by force. Na by force. It is mandatory for all inbound passenger. Now by force for all passengers, then the one the way they travel come inside the country. Now by force for make you register. Na the how you call them? Na the website. That www.travel.gov.sl. They say now by force for let you register there before you travel for come inside the country. Number 2, then say they want them we don't fully vaccinated. I don't know, I think the 3 dose now are fully vaccinated. They want them we don't take complete COVID-19 vaccine. Where the travel come inside the country. Well, then say not to by force again, or you not require. They're not the for let you take the pre-departure COVID-19 PCR test. That's where you that they're not the force you again, or they're not the test you again when you come inside the country. When you come inside the country, they're not the test you again. Or that PCR test you can do before ever you left, as long as you don't complete your COVID-19 dose in vaccination. They're not the tell you say go do PCR test before you come home, or when you come as you reach so you for do test. No, as long as you don't take your full dose. I don't know which one we then go refer to as full dose, because some people in the way then get 2, some 3. Where some side and need 2 na full dose, but I think na the 3. But I left to the now for come and tell we proper what's na the full dose we didn't talk about. But I'm pretty sure say na the number 3. And then number 3, then say pre-departure PCR test will not be required for non-vaccinated or partially vaccinated inbound passenger, but test on arrival. So you not take vaccine at all, or we partial. When they say partial, you not complete the vaccine. Well, they no one for know if you do PCR test or not. Waiting they care about when you reach na the airport. Now by force for let you do COVID-19 test na the airport as it be always day. Number 4, passenger the way they left the country, yeah, for make sure say then do them portal and take the test within 14 days. Okay, like them outbound passenger must register on the travel portal and take the required PCR test. Okay, basically what they try for talk, you way they try for left the country. Now by force for let you register. Now that www.travel.gov.sl 48 hours we approximately then are 2 days before you ready for left the country. And then you as well go get for do the PCR test inside the same 48 hours when are 2 days before ever you left the country. Then for inside the country, they want them we not take them complete vaccine or we not take them at all. Now by force for let they wear face mask anytime when they in a public or any side outside people them plenty. But for you we don't take you complete vaccine, yeah, you know they not force you for wear the mask. The only thing then go say let you assess the situation and see whether you for wear mask or not, but not to by force. So this na Solomon Jamiru Esquire where they talk for Seka Nakova na inside this particular revised travel and mask guidelines. So far so good. Now the thing this way they happen inside we yard. Except if me brother get anything for say with regards to one day. If not, I think we move. I don't know if you get something.
Plenty thing for talk about that, me brother.
Go ahead.
You know, I can feel pain where the caretaker first not get system now in whole home. Not talking about the people away in the rule. come to the NACOVAC people there where they talk of putting measures in place. Let me tell you one thing about this 80 euros or $80 where the people that they call to people them. Now just a way for let them get away for thief people them civilizedly. The same people in Naya, we don't see videos them. The one day where they work under them, they're not even able to pay them. They generate this money, for certain selected few people them, now the government, when they always shape this money at the end of the month. The money not they reflect, so the workers, they only work the money because for paying a problem, not even talk of the country. And up to now, what they talk, so nobody not able to know, waiting at the, now they come there and argue, they don't even know the accounts where the money they go. All them programs that they will not present them now. So all waiting and to me, I don't even get interest on the criminal acts there. Now they brought the robbing and they do to people. So they rob people and brought the lights. Somebody they don't come outside in country where it traveled from, it gets all documents, all test paper where they show say it not gets COVID. But yet still, Salon, matter doing government. Here in NACOVAC. Now you a minister tell you say the allowance where they get from NACOVAC. It big, it boku, it plenty past the salary where they pay him as a minister, in payment as a minister. So that don't tell you say, now some of them money and then people happy they enjoy, build fine houses, them, put them money together, go open international accounts. If Lima pull you, we don't go pull you again.
We are power sweet.
Now I tell you, if Lima pull you, we don't know a pull you. So then people and they rob people and broad lights from Bulem. Always say they do something and a lady die just for culture, put and take all cover all. But surely one day, most of these people they pay for this. When somebody don't suffer for a couple, you can't eat them. With that advantage, they take their money out of people they earn. Surely you go pay for them. One day. The border, we move.
All right. So the other thing we have a little touch on quick one are the issue of these fake certificates, fake degree. We don't take serious cause. We don't know why they're not the deliver. We find out say most of the one the way they buy then decrease them. Of course, the theory then go cram them, then go sabi. But when it comes to the practical part of them, they no go sabi. Well, as this man, Dr. Idris Lahaif, na so his name, don't blow the trumpets for lay the OPI to them fake certificate, them fake doctor, fake degrees them. Well, we see NRA blow the whistle again, say, well, then self wants for lay all the one them where they work, especially the one that we all top position them, for lay then submit the academic certificate so then go put them now they all file them. So like this quick, I say we write further to our memo of 25th January 2021 on the above mentioned subject and to request that you submit all your academic certificates so our office. Okay, so basically in Adande by April 20 this year. So they ask them for they all were able for send the different certificates and wait and all. Well, we see say today back the bank governor himself say he no go left behind. Himself say the bank and the commercial bank they all for put the certificate, the academic certificate now they file them. More especially this time where we see commercial bank of all the operations manager, according to what we understand, has stand to be corrected. Then say himself gets ye dominion. Ye, in fact, not so we are where the ye dominion be introduced. So then they all then they ask them now for let they all present the different academic certificates them. 2 academic certificates. Well, but they're not usually real pointed to. Brother, I talk. Today now you get
So if really they want to take this thing serious, let them begin from the caretaker.
Come on, be me uncle, bo. It's not done in
No,
cause.
but it's serious.
No, but it's not done in cause.
No, listen. When we talk of change, we therefore begin from the head.
Yeah, but me uncle not done in cause.
No, Pierre. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it matter because it's not done in cause, brother. It's not done.
You know, me and you so lucky where we not been going. So family members not put this money for it for long. Say go get this patient. Now put on the this. YouTube for begin they ask you. Facebook they for begin they ask you. Say when I present, when I certificate them for me to verify them. So we say one put another file.
No, but me uncle not done in cause. He honest enough for tell we say be the doing cause, but he not done it.
You get all that paper then we old.
Yeah, the other paper then they on diamond polishing.
And even in positions then where they claim as
the brigadier.
retire this. We need to investigate them also.
No, but me uncle he get luck. Na double promotion again.
Self-promotion. Okay, I can understand. Now move.
Double promotion, also double
promotion. Self-promotion. Let's move.
Yeah, now the first we get apart from Idi Amin.
Shembe Pierre, let's move.
You know me uncle and Idi Amin, then FIBA by face, then FIBA by position. You know Idi Amin, now he take himself again longer position. From we back my uncle from I also been this lieutenant.
Now you could scratch or waiting.
Not to come bad. I just want to tell you no for you understand me uncle. My uncle no he get wait to talk he do am. He promoting no not to promote sorry. He get double promotion.
Amule salon a country.
A film.
But until you understand what they go on before you go enjoy the whole drama. So just like waiting I be the safe Amule. Now we don't see a press release from NRA. We don't see one where even they get somebody where just graduate from Dominion. When a commercial bank. But just like when they pull them so, we need with parliamentarians then again for pull press release, let them begin investigate from the top, from the caretaker minister, second on. We want to see everything.
By the way. Parental wali. Waiting.
Waiting parent already. He get the fake one. He don't come out. The other one, they want let alone.
And you know the nice say now they get them, but they depend say no more. Na outside the college. Anyway, left.
You let gossip.
No left now. Clark left. You know fine.
So just like waiting at the top from Bulem, let me begin from caretaker view. To be honest enough, let me begin from caretaker view. Because the IG already in panic. No, say Munku boy them. As them blow the wishes, they panic, he return you, but it's too late. We don't do them. That they return for nothing. They get caught on the. You know, a return in your own. But not all this time, it return them. So before, let me tell you this, Sylvia. Whenever thief they go on a particular place, right? He go to the secret camp boss. Must know who got there before they involved in that thief day before he can leak. So before we can know them few one there like parental them, you know, the man from commercial bank and IG, Sobola, Fine Boy. Plenty of people have not all this qualification where me and you not be know of. So if they say for investigate, no hard feelings. Me could begin from caretaker, you are still standing. You come here, I don't see don't demonstrate to but go down them. We don't know who can go get it. Then we begin from we come to a ministers them because me as by there, you know more doctor. We need to know a medical doctor bar on our waiting.
No wait. Then get doctor. Then get professional.
Yeah. Salute. So then guy up all them big go coats there with the tobacco leave them. Now she got them with the shinkawi.
But wait to the no talk and you know the way we get in how they call it, in doctorate degree very fast pass all man where beat me imagination. But na paran. By the time one day he didn't parliament time make it cut Yonka. Say they try for completing course. You know take almost yourself if you don't done master.
Because you don't master the stone, a blind man, if you don't master the stone.
By the time na Dr. Parano. Oh, something like that guy in Nigeria, so Papa, I name. Para.
But remember that if them people here want to fear judgment, not to joke, make them let for seize advantage to the poor man system. If you want to do investigation of a nature, let them begin up. If really they want to do proper investigation of that nature, let them go begin up, then come at the middle, then come down, then go at the tail. But if you watch right now Uda not get any political affiliation and get for so far this because now they can't fair when they can't put their camera but them back now some officer.
Not to just that safe. Even if not to by name, like you don't talk them, they want them we not get link. You know we go there genuinely and then get for so far because now then they can't know all the one them where get that fake. But as long as it belongs to the cabal, nothing happen to you.
Well, now that. So may I still stand there. If they really want to know, hey, let you take a look out. Let it come public now. This not to asset declaration again. This na qualification declaration.
Decrease.
Make you take a view.
The one assets, you know ever you read decrease.
Make you take a view can show we all in paper them. Let we see them.
Bible.
He can't show chief minister.
Bible almost
Foreign
call you.
Affairs Minister.
Bible almost call you.
2 or 3 or 4 and business. Not to land at the talk now.
If you not come out be me uncle at the change my logo to all that thing quick.
Okay. And you say don't can seize advantage for me. I know una used to.
Bible time don't go boku a logo quick.
We move.
Thank you. I see something just now where I go read, yeah? Ernest by Koroma at EBK legacy is a disgrace to democracy. Even PPRC never saw this defiance to obey ruling on Article 16 because they can't imagine EBK stoops so low. But when dealing with Koroma jihadists, never you assign decency to them. Imagine if I had not again detected this. Would that say this word?
Sylvia.
Olainka. Blyden.
Blyden.
Ernest by Koroma is a disgrace to democracy. He say Ernest by Koroma na threat to national security. He say Ernest by Koroma na one of the cheap politicians them where they don't ever sabi. He say Ernest by Koroma na one of the most corrupt politicians them we don't ever see. Ernest by Koroma na one of the dictators them we don't ever see. Would I say all of them were there?
Sylvia, the other cheap politician.
Okay. I get a question where I want to ask. Wetin make 10 days the year we see politicians them they change very fast from the original color. One time in the where I listen to me auntie Sisi Okenge Fatima Bio, I listen to her critically. He say Mother Bio na him sabi deal with APC. He say Mother Bio sabi beat APC. He say Mother Bio sabi make APC torment. I dey begin for look inside this word saful, for I understand proper one waiting all of this thereafter. Madabio say certain people them they we don't become statesman if they not retire from them position them and go sit down, then go treat them like opposition. What that be the refer to?
Ernest by Koroma, the former caretaker.
Before this term, Sylvia Blyden be always dey talk about the good things them about Ernest by Koroma. But as Sylvia Blyden go inside Pademba Road and comot Nado, Sylvia Blyden don't change. Before this term, Sylvia Blyden been see me own auntie dey enjoy himself the dance, e call am waiting, lale gal.
Rubber. Lali loba.
He say, look where you dey dance like lale rubber. So, just then days there, we hearing now they talk about my lovely sister. Oh my sweet Rogie. Oh, sweet Elizabeth. Okay, why are they go into all of this? Because I just not able to understand what really dey happen. For say they we politician yeah, they take we like Odofo, Reden Raon, Big Fool, Dumpty, or then just not valuing. Do ya in just few seconds or some minutes, 1 minute, some seconds or so. Let we take with them and listen to this audio where Sylvia Blyden, to this conference where Sylvia Blyden been make some statements then. When he come back, because I look surprised before this time, the way how Sylvia Blyden be talk about Ernest by Koroma and how Sylvia Blyden they talk about Ernest by Koroma now. Something not add up. Let me listen and quickly come back just now.
But the SLP doesn't want that. They want us to hate our past leaders. It's a gimmick. Let nobody not fool you. Say what did they happen so when they cost Ernest by Koroma about how not thief man, you don't thief Sierra Leone, you don't thief this, you don't thief that. Then nobody not fooling and say it is not a well-orchestrated gimmick to demonize the third APC chairman and leader president of Sierra Leone. They've done it successfully, and we produce no resistance. We allow them to demonize. They've done it with Momo. We produce no resistance. They overthrew Momo. They demonized Momo. Of course, Ernest by Koroma is leaving. Definitely, as chairman and leader. Definitely, he's leaving. But we have to be careful that we don't demonize him. Because if we demonize him, those of you, the Canopos, the Josices, the what have you, who want to be president so desperately, on what platform are you going to stand to speak to the people of Sierra Leone? It's the APC.
So, I'm not able to understand. This not the same person we tell we about how the SLPP don't plan and then don't really team up Tranga one for make Ernest by Koroma look like devil. This not the same woman we come up and say then they try for do all kind of things against Ernest by Koroma, call him thief man, call him this and call him that. And he been stand by a word. But just as he go and come out, then situation change. Wetin happen? For say, some side day where they don't go remind Sylvia off when na in them don't anger param. So Sylvia the fear. I know Sylvia for be this kind of iron lady. You know, most of the time I can deliberately not decide for talk about them because I'm not be able to figure out waiting at the real thing. Not until I hear from Mrs. Safe this particular video, waiting a talk day. Then I put them into perspective, into real context. Then I able for know now say something wrong some side. This not to the real Sylvia. But again, if you look at the other way around, I be don't analyze one thing say Sylvia na this kind person where if you look all the one them where only they na power na there he always do it. He be demonized Ernest by Koroma. He na be the very first person where begin for demonize Ernest by Koroma. When Ernest by Koroma just become the caretaker, na in na the first person we get in mind for give Ernest by Koroma on na in aid. As a sitting caretaker. Ladies and gentlemen, any newspaper get my do that kind of crazy thing they write now to Mother Bill? No. But we find out say he fight with Ernest by Koroma at one point in time. Ernest by Koroma end up for drum, and then he become this kind of person near him. He make him see, special executive assistant or what. Then he as well go and make him minister of gender affairs and all of them things in there. He be always the praise Ernest by Koroma after we don't can get the taste. Now when then Duan come make and see and other things them, most people can know say Sylvia na the APC. Now the time that one day we begin see Sylvia as a journalist, they put in the grade for go convention and all of them things in there. They don't go inside politics proper. He not been politician, but he been take the back seat. But just when Ernest by Koroma then first done, he take active role into politics. Even when Ernest by Koroma left power, he as well the hail him. But what thing go wrong when make Sylvia decide for change? Because all of them things their way they tell Ernest by Koroma, now way they name their way they call Ernest by Koroma, then things their way they talk about Ernest by Koroma. Now him even don't actually tell we so in few seconds say SLPP don't strategize. SLPP they put plans them. SLPP only want for embarrass this person. So waiting wrong. I'm not still able to understand. And this they left me for like they think waiting wrong. Honestly, I'm not gonna tell you say Ernest by Koroma good o. And I'm not gonna tell you say bad. But I will tell you say Ernest by Koroma get your own game, eh? You get your own trick. You get your own dirty part of him, eh? But for lay Sylvia of all, do wetin they do right now. And interestingly, Sylvia be don't tell we say Ernest by Koroma not get for the as chairman and leader forever. But the same Sylvia, when Alfred Conte they all go court, now in same one go make another and waiting say he want for put in own case inside this same thing here. So waiting sometimes my brother get an idea.
The only idea we I get towards some of them politicians, they are honestly speaking a disgrace to their family. Then. But I always tell people in I say most of them folks they are not care about their credibility, and most of them not get any further plan for forge ahead with anything sober in their life, despite of politics. Because they're so comfortable with saloon dirty politics, where they can't sit and talk to the full people and tomorrow and come back and talk about that thing, they clap for them, they laugh. Let me draw you back to Alpha Khan. Waiting the nice way Alpha Khan not ever talk to the extent where he say Ina and Eskomai apprentice. Senior apprentice for that matter. So whose honor we Pastor one day against Sylvia? I talk this because the same Sylvia Blyden, as I say, most of these politicians are disgraced to their families. You will get respect of yourself, your family, your career, what you want to do. You come today, you talk something good, but we had publicly, because we had today, they do it, you say, okay for you. You talk good. You know the praise we had because if we say we had to do something better for the country. You they do it because maybe now na SLPP day na governance. We they talk about the bad thing the way SLPP they do. Tomorrow you party, be it APC or any other party, we can't afford they do bad. When we are talking, we begin kind of talk different thing. But in Sylvia in case if you not be so. Sylvia na just to me, I define Sylvia for being a cheap politician. They're all where they do their kind of thing right now. I define them for being a cheap politicians then. And just like waiting I say, this now the people away I just feel say they not get no other ambition despite of politics. Because if Sylvia now make the starting of the program, I tell you say them where they say Hosanna, Now then they crucify. We see Usai Alpha Khan don't crucify Ernest. When if you don't say Hosanna, Hosanna, he is all two in under the Allah Hosanna. We see Usai they crucify right now. In the Butu already crucify. So Sylvia, me and no doubt, they look at Sylvia like Chinese products. Not even the one they come out of China, but I'm made in Kleintown. We not even get good quality. Now black t-shirt made in Kleintown. As the dog and a water for Brooklyn, you pull them. Forget about that, you don't fade. Now so they look at Sylvia. Because some of we will know how Sylvia jump into politics. If Sylvia they do some of them tear away they do so, it not gonna be doubts to you. It go just be doubts to people them where they don't know Sylvia. Sylvia are cheap politician. And I be cheap journalist as well.
I not agree say na being cheap journalist because talk and go, talk and come. In writing them, when they create some impact. But waiting and know say na that person where not able to stand the heat. He get yagba, he dey rush for do thing and he able to stand the heat. And interestingly, Mother be know how for handle Sylvia. I tell you, say from where he go Pademba Road and come, now it change. Wait, could it be that waiting if they do so na part of a bail time? Because I remember the first time when they put her on bail, then tell her say enough for go on media for talk anything. But it begin, then they quit small. Then as soon as they quit small, it change. Then from where Sylvia change. Except otherwise, but I'm not sure if Sylvia they. But again, I be feel say this na person where they know they easily fall like tissue paper. But as I talk so, because listen this thing here, I don't interview Sylvia 1, 2, 3 times in us where they na Cocoa Bay. I don't interview her. You tell where I've been there 98. I don't work with people them where he don't work with. People them where he groom. I'm not able to understand something. Let's tell you some of the people where he groom. Let's just call one where they at the helm of affairs right now. Fontaine are one of the people that we groom. Fontaine have been editor at one point. We see how Fonty talk and go, talk and come. Na a good journalist, but na a bad politician. Talk and go, talk and come. And not sabi play the political game. But when you go to the other part, na a good side, it did na a good part. Because it can be childish at times when they play the political game. But I think they're a very good journalist as well. But I don't know, something the wrong some side way totally keep me worried about this whole thing right now. Look for example, Victor 4 of all. But for God's sake, Bible, everything Victor 4 be talk about green.
You say allergic to green.
What you don't talk about red now?
The same thing. You're allergic to red.
Bible talk me against.
So now Emeka tell you say some of them politicians they are a big mess to their family. You think of the Sylvia, the Victor, for the Alpha Candem. Now the same soup there all days. Seriously speaking, can't cost me, I don't care. Now the same soup. Because there are 3 people who are called for the things the way they don't talk about Ernest Koroma, not other things about the good things there. With the way right now where they stand for spoil, for put, for join the SLPP, for make the former caretaker look like devil to other people them. Now that's I just not understand. Here comes the cheapest politics of them. But just like what I tell now, then people they are so comfortable in salon politics because they know say where they can't see they talk like labo, we clap, we laugh. We give them back position of trust and kind of thief them, go sit down, take care of their family, them picking them, do you sit down, you add up, your life no get nothing for progress. You know they move safe. Just like that English way, the SLPP imam say, na stadium say, let the country be static, way static, 30 days, so no move safe. Instead of put a reverse, put a reverse gear. The same politicians, them, where we don't they talk, Ernest, na them Moses, na them this, na them that. Paddy, what you not eat now? What you not bed full now? Not only when they full, some of you get sense. We ask for full. But you will see tomorrow if our people they predict so now so it happen. APC come back, then take governance. My brother, some of them where you go see them back, they're cheap, shameless, and not care. You go see them back, then they won't come. Can't begin to talk fine things there. Let me assume, say, inside the APC, Ernest Koroma, Hot, people like the Alpha Khan, the Sylvia, the Afro boy Victor Fo. I feel say now a party will get the rules, now like an institution where they're able to amend their problems behind the doors where nobody knows for it. But let me tell you something, APC party, the members them they challenge past all the party we have been alive. So waiting that they do to the party right now. So waiting that they do to the chairman right now. They really cheap and childish, bad one. Small gain that picking them. But just like I tell you, you go see back the same people and come tomorrow. Now so Titi and Tony meet up. But some of you they wait for that time they day. For me, we address some of them political parties say they're not for take me for granted, they're not for take me like fools. When they come, they don't come do things their way, people that they dish, then they talk. And then after sometimes they come back, one can change them the other way. Now, it make always to they tell you they feel say, we they do this for APC, NGC, for see any opposition. Time they reach, where they know say, we know they do them for nobody. You when they talk, say APC, they pay with Ernest, they pay with this, that I wish before they receive them money that day. Lord for not eat them back, so say APC change. They do the thing that what we see, and you know, they don't want to see that how they turn on them. Now they tell now they really know say, we not to the type people there. We're not there for put on our NEC. They say, hey, no, this, we're not there for this. No. We're not to the type people there. Actions speak louder than voice. I always tell you, we know they pray, forget any government where they can put you on this kind of boku talk. Because waiting that they happen bad in a country, now they want to get boku talk. If good thing that they happen, now small talk is smile, jubilation, I want to get. So we know they pray forget any government again where they can put you on this kind of mess where you and in talks them put you on show. We pray now forget a government where it be so where it come, we talk of flyovers them, you know, we talk of 4-5 lane roads them. You feel me? That one, that small one way Ernest make, we get government where they can't join. If Ernest will make 2 lanes, you can be join another to go 4. That kind of development that we want to see. We not go on for see a government where they come, can't do it like what they do so say they put bridge, you can't promise you pass the bridge. But if you go too by you not go tell why. So until that time they reach, some of you they come and cost with today. Now the time they know say no, this family house will not create for any compromise. Maybe some of the family members themselves they get for left way. Because if you no one join the movement, the proper way and the straight line we want now, you say one for make you do what you want, bend, no, you go left way. Now here we did. So for Sylvia, just like what I say, me to me, not a surprise, not a news, not a new thing to me. Sylvia not just Sylvia, not Chinese product. Somebody just they say, let we not waste time and kondo. So Sylvia no more. A dry in the way that you will see tomorrow back, it cannot APC can begin to talk fine back. Because if Sylvia and I don't talk, all them things I don't play but Ernest. Now if they join the SLPP for demoralize that man, they for me look like one kind of bad person, it not just sound well. Come out me. Even caretaker bio, where they put pepper now we are so today, you know they don't left power tomorrow. We support somebody for the do some kind of things that we not just tell them for because now a leader. Now we talk any kind of thing because it didn't have power. It's supposed to do for we something. But when you don't come out, the count announcing an X, we not get nothing for talk about. If they go now with his sin the way don't truth. Or if he feels they don't get blessing from we the people, they let go now, they go and enjoy that blessing there. But until then, we first, we where they vote them people there, we where they rally behind them people there, we where they make noise, they cause for them people until we take ourselves serious before they thief people there, they are yampy there, they want God's people there, take we serious. But if not, I do. The brother arrest me, case so.
All right, so we get one last thing for talk about. We now the Ernest by Koroma in word. One song been the way they say, Ernest, we want make you go back now the chair. Ernest, we want make you go back now the chair. And also we sing that song there. But I be like that song there, not because of the message, but because of how the rhythm go. You know, we don't see that several times, don't talk say, the 1991 Constitution, not the ever permit Ernest by Koroma for contest in any national election. It gets right for contest 2 term, period. Then I will tell you this again, for example. No mortal man, no they rule the country past 2 term democratically. Wetin e mean? Matter be the term wey be ruled, not to democracy, and not mixed pan count. But for example, if Mother Bio don't dey now na power, this in first term, a contest, a loss, a get right for contest back any other term as long as the life dey. If he contest 2023 a loss, he get right for contest back. But where he contest back, if he win, now only 1 term he dey do. Because whether you do am consecutively 2 term, you do am intermittently by reserve or by when come, now 2 term every person get right for rule the country. They not say power for rule and 2 term, not to so he say. But if the people them wish na 2 term, you know they pass. Why will they go to this? We see a press release from the office of the former caretaker, Ernest by Koroma, where he pulled on the 13th, when yesterday, the 13th of April 2022. Basically, waiting this press release they try for say from the office of the former caretaker. He said he not get any intention or any plan for contest for any position inside the APC during the election. In fact, in this press release, then call him the outgoing chairman and leader. If any plan been there, therefore be don't say the incumbent. Anytime they begin to use that word, they mean say there is possibility for let go back. But when there is no turning back, then that the same time they begin use the outgoing. Well, it say another plan for contest, not for APC party or not so for any national office. We mean where that include any election. And make a clear one say the 1991 Constitution not even give them the right for contest again. So it means say courts pass judgments today on the issue within a court between Alfred Conte and the party. Then go into convention. That would be the last time you hear the name Ernest by Koroma as the chairman and leader for the party. But me personally, in my own opinion, Ernest by Koroma, the time where he been come out na office as the caretaker, been tell we say he go resign from active politics. But he not been do am na 4 years so now. If this time around he stand by his word, that would be cool. But before we go to the final part of farm, something they we come up where I don't know how for take am. Maybe my brother go get another thing, another way how he go look at this thing. Because sometimes in day I'm not able to understand some people them how it can talk for them. Yeah. We see Usai Ernest by Koroma, some people them go na host. Well, prominent na the video because na in them be actually film na one diasporan we actually been contest na one of the constituency them Usai in Papa Binde na da Kisigo that whatever that they the objija all and all. In name na Dauda Black. When they say Dauda Black, it means say Abu Black in Pekin. Well, waiting at the thing will happen. Let me watch this short video where Dauda Black been do as he be try for talk to Ernest by Koroma. Lo watch him because I don't know, I get where I will look at this video. Lo just listen and quick, we'll come back just now.
Yes, sir. Even after we don't win the election, that is not a problem. For now, the end of the segment, we are not with this and we have to be diaspora. We said they make deal and wait for
This is not the Black Command, don't beg Ernest Koroma for make you stay first because you know, Nina it's getting command for now. We're live inside McKinney, now the residence of Ernest by Koroma, the Black layer, for make sure say he talk to Ernest Koroma for make you stay because now in that it's getting command.
Come on, what's happening? No, what's happening?
And he's saying that in that it's going to come and make you stay first.
All right. So, yeah, me brother.
Well, this issue of Ernest Koroma not go wait until we don't win the election. In so many angles where people look at her. You get people the way they look at Ernest, they set an example like Barack Obama and Joe Biden. We are in Obama. He try very hard for make Joe Biden kind of power and then he sit down at the back seat. But when you look at their own politics with we own politics and are two a different thing. We get what we call dirty politics, and most of the politicians don't even know the aims and objectives in politics. So I don't know how other people look at us. So now that way there's some people they look at them say like make the former caretaker do like waiting Barack Obama do from there now he can exit. And other people they look at them say the only threat of Madabio na Ernest Koroma. Because if not so like Ernest Koroma, like Madabio don't fish in the old APC, but when you look at technically, it is some facts inside. It is some facts. As the people already named that they come up, some of the ratios, some of the way they play on the hand game to Madabio just for protect themselves. We look at that technically, you see some facts on that statement. So now that's no more me understand. People they look at Ernest Koroma issue being the chairman for now until they win. Different way, the other people they look at for move from the chairmanship before election. Let's not get the way out and take her. So he asked for understand. He asked for understand, the brother.
In my own personal opinion, I think say na a party like if I can take exactly wetin him say, Ernest by Koroma na the trink man, lay wait after the win election before he left. We all na mortal man. I know they say this because I want for Siam, but I get for Siam. What about if Ernest wake and not grab tomorrow? How APC go dey? They not go win election. I think Ernest say something. The reason why I dey talk this and I need to ask stuff like because death is inevitable. Yeah? Any IB will get for die. So please not just don't forget about that. Ernest by Koroma talk something way very sensitive and way I feel say I support him for that. He say he get right for campaign for him party. Yes, in a politician. But for say lay a day no more, lay day. No, you know, I don't think say make any sense. This man don't talk something, and I think say this time around he mean wetin he talk. Because I can remember from the last election, when he talk wetin he talk, he not say anything again. But now, he don't say, 2 times people and they come out and say, Ernest, it is come out plain and publicly say, no. I dey wait for this convention and after that day, I dey give up power. The only thing where I can do that and day, now for, I think waiting people need for see, now for see Ernest with whoever then go get as flag bearer for day with her and campaign with her bone to bone. This time around, ain't not to as caretaker. Now as you know, as a person in party, senior member in party. Where I feel say something ago, you don't go na the advisory waiting. But as they say, no, you don't even want to get any position at the party. But now it go don't be senior person where they advise the party. So if he dey with that individually, face to face, anywhere, nobody no get anything for say. So I think say they need for give him chance, let it rest, let just take the back seat for now, until when they don't get the convention done, yeah, he relax and then a campaign, all they need for the campaign with that person day. Because salon people just want for see Ernest with that person day. Ernest get one particular spirit in him. I like how you vex Gigi Snow because I can remember. I like how you vex. The minute you see Ernest he smile to you, I the wonder waiting the happen at that area there. As he smile to you. You vex done. I don't know. But like for example, waiting this guy do and Dauda Black for go Butu the big Ernest no for go. No, please now all is set confusion. Now all is set confusion at that party day. Allow the man for taking decision. But again, like I can always talk, I can always tell you say, person no need for get me distracted. If Ernest by Koroma this time around, a meaning word say, if they go na the back seat and just campaign with whoever they go get, he do am this time around, about for you. But if not, I disrespect you. Because na the second time this you hit you word. So I feel say the need for get Ernest as supporter, not as the main player. Like a few times they will not hear some people and they say Ernest for contest back and if they hold the party to ransom, Ernest will contest. It like they hold that party to ransom, say Ernest not they ever contest again. No constitutional right in get for do that again. You know, sometimes the way we the studio will talk, we not they talk because we take and fork drink pepper soup, but we they talk because we know what is the reality. So another angle they may look at. Make they allow them. And I think say APC for don't be like a college who said and they train people for takeover. So Ernest by Koroma for just to oversee certain things them rather than he still be the chairman and leader. When one of them things then the way they cause the problem. But I don't want for let resign no. Let it go to convention, then he say another contest again. Like waiting it don't talk. That will be fine. Because as he say and how they call a mother bill Ernest by Koroma, they fear Ernest by Koroma. Anyhow. Because no way no the way human or anybody they go talk, including Victor Fo, where they know they talk about Ernest by Koroma. They fear him because they know say Ernest by Koroma get that clout. He get that thing, that spirit where they talk about. He get that spirit. So then get for do everything possible. So now that.
Well, until Ebu gets the convention, we see waiting the chairman and leader they do towards the world where you don't talk before we conclude. Just like what you say. Except you get other things for say, but if not, I just like for tell me people and plenty. Thank you as we all don't come and sit down, discuss, or manding at the comments, they give your opinion and the likes. We see with family members there, including sister admin, they tell people them for like program, but yet still we get 269 when they watch the program, we get just 131 we don't like. We were really happy, at least if we ever round up to 200 self before with the grab Naya, that would be a very good thing for we. So far, so good. I still continue to say thank you to everybody. We appreciate you now. We honor Una, as I always can say. We now know your small one there. We're ready for work for Una. As long as Una there with me for make we all work, forget about the salon. We deal with Una, but if you feel say, if you particular power, you particularly begin to do bad. We know they talk about what they do. Country out to the party, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. It can for come about because we know they compromise things now. Yeah. Until then, me na Bible a couple from the north, the hardest warrior. No retreat, no surrender, fear nothing. 2023, the judgment day.
Wait. Somebody na Facebook say, I think Kish Sanus, it's a senior man, I like on a program. This message never go up, I must read them. It's a like on a program, but take time address Ernest in issue. I beg, no hard feelings. Maybe can have what we call the X factor. Okay, I think Kish Sanus, when we sit down, I also, let make me collarbone fine on me list and my chest. Nobody know they will left for talk about now. We just want to talk waiting at the hard truth. And right now, I'll tell you, when we can talk about SLPP, we get people it can cause, including the government people themselves. You know what they make? Because they no one for your anything when not true. And if APC, now the government in waiting, then get for ready for take the hard truth. You know why? Because the social media, they expose people every day. And we there for talk about things them. We not there for represent APC. We there for represent within the people and feel. So if now that's the people and feel and it's very strong, we not just care who that's the person be. Whether na Ernest by Koroma, whether na Mada Bio, we just talk the truth. If you feel okay when we talk the hard truth about Mada Bio, please feel okay when they talk about the hard truth about Ernest by Koroma. Because we not get no sacred cow. Nobody know the way with the left now, yeah. Please, yeah, with no hard feelings. Okay.
Family until we meet up again tomorrow on another beautiful edition inside the same program. I always like for say tata. I love una all like I love myself. Peace. One salon.
I forget. We get Femi Claudio School Saturday.
Always we eat book, we forget.
And interestingly, not to the restaurant, but could the plate still there before me. So we get Femi Claudio School, and they can talk about the 4 years of caretaker bill. The 4 years. And this woman, now that kind of post where they talk the hard thing. And not they talking fine, no so. They talk campaign, play with your and fine. Yeah? It been the US, but it don't return back. So please, on Saturday, we will get Femi Claudio School for talk about the 4 years of caretaker bill. So please join me on Saturday. Yeah, I don't consent for the program on Saturday. Well, until we meet again, I want to tell you all plenty thank you. God bless we country Sierra Leone where we can call we hard. Let God give we good leader where they get the country at heart and where we come for develop the country. Until we meet again, my name is Pierre, the freedom fighter. Thank you for where you don't come and listen and watch. Thank you for where you don't share, like, comment. We appreciate you now all. Until we meet again, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.